So today is February 27th and I'm in the process of gluing these cedar strips to the top of the deck beams. So as in the previous video, I notched these things out for the stringers in the deck beams, and now I'm gluing these pieces of cedar to the top of the deck beams. And what that does is that gives me a wider surface to land the plywood onto, and it gives it, just basically gives it more strength. So I've got these that I'm doing on the top right now, and then there'll be other ones on the bottom that will go from the outside corner down to here. And those are just straight. So these are all, of course, curved, so I've got to bend them in place, but they bend plenty easily enough. I also been doing some extra fiberglass, and this is the other side of the forward hull, so that's all done, coated this part up, so that's in good shape. This is the wood here. This is the wood for the stringers that I was just mentioning that go over there. So I pre-coated them with epoxy on both sides, and I'll run them through the table saw and cut them to the right width. I figured that was a lot easier to do them as one piece and then cut them later, as opposed to trying to coat all those individual strips. And then these are the pieces of cedar. Started off with planks like that, just ripped them down in the table saw. Got a bunch of them here. I might need to cut a few more, but I figured it was enough to get going. And then this is the system I've got for doing them. So this is the curve here, and I've got 4 of these here ready to go. I've got enough clamps to do 4 at a time, so I'm using the fast hardener, and then within about 12 hours I can take these off and switch them. So I do a set in the morning, a set in the evening, and that works out to get through them pretty quick. So I coat this side with epoxy a couple of times, just wet this out with epoxy on the area where it's going to be stuck onto, and then make the thickened epoxy and on this piece, and then put it up against here and clamp it in the middle. So if I was to do that and then put clamps on and basically bring it down slowly, I'd be the wood would be up against here, and it would be sort of wiping the epoxy, thickened epoxy off as I pulled it down, and it'd be kind of a mess. So what I did was I just clamped these 2 pieces in place on the ends, which just hold that edge out a little bit. So I clamp it in the middle, and then the whole length here, it's actually not touching because this is out, but it's flexible enough that I can just clamp it, kind of work my way down, and then at the end just take these things off. So that's the system I've been doing for that. It works pretty good. Got my boxes of clamps right here, and makes it easy to just do the thing. So yeah, just cranking through them. That's it for now. Thanks.